Hi, my name is Abdullah. I'm 31 years old. I live in Rowville in the southeast suburbs of Melbourne. My parents are from Afghanistan and we came to Australia in 1990 thanks to the war at the time. Aeroplanes and bombs, like literally, yeah? And I'm this little kid. I saw my dad as a huge role model and the experience that my family went through and my mum and my dad, they worked incredibly hard, but my parents were always there. You know, I grew up with my siblings, so I have 4 sisters and a brother. We were a pretty close-knit family. My parents would always talk about describing that resilience. This is what we've had to overcome and tell stories, and I can't even remember many of those stories, but I do remember the feeling that I had when they would tell us. I can't remember anything. I remember waking up literally with light bulbs shining over me. I didn't feel any pain or anything like that. It was a sort of a nice transition. I didn't know that I have been unconscious for the last 2 weeks. The car was obliterated. It slammed into a tree, and the car being a little toy car that it was, it reflected off the tree, it flipped. I had a spinal cord injury, and it was a traumatic one, which I later found out that it was a burst fracture at T7, so on the 7th thoracic spine. Literally, the vertebra just went like that. It didn't really impact my mind that much. I wanted to get back to do what I could. I wanted to get my life back on track. You know, I went back into the community, got back into, all the spaces that I wanted to. And I found that was much more helpful than having that mentality of, I want to be back to where I was. Probably my two passions have been going to the gym, which unfortunately has been closed for a long time. But and then of course the community work that I do in different capacities. And so I've been privileged enough to work with young Muslims and really empower them, try and inspire them and bring out passion for them to be the best person they can be and learn how to understand, articulate and share who they are with the world around them. Happiness comes from seeing, from my understanding of this, from seeing other people happy and knowing that you sort of contributed to that. And that's not just happiness, but then like you're contributing to somebody's well-being. That's really empowering. And so I wanted to be a place where everyone else is at and I'm just another person. I'm nothing special. Had this valuable opportunity to do a TEDx talk. It was a fantastic experience. I think there was this huge personal growth. Public speaking skills grew and I learned a lot. Like I really did. People come up to me and they say to me, "Oh, hey, you're so inspirational." And I'm like, bro, I just use a wheelchair. I'm doing something a really mundane thing that anyone else would do. I'm exercising just like you are. But maybe the expectation is a little bit that if I was in that position, I wouldn't do anything and I would give up. But when I think about it, I don't know whether that's true, because when you are in a position like this, it's not a choice. You don't have a choice. You've got to do it. You just got to do it. There's no one else going to do this for you. No one else is going to live your life for you. With a lot of things coming together really well, it's enabled me to move forward. In a way, not really feel like I have a disability, because the rest of the stuff is all normal. I'm just sitting down. I've been married for a little while now. We have a son now, and he's about 13 months old. Coming home and seeing my son there and my wife as well. I don't know how to describe that feeling, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. It's probably broken down barriers, because in community, in society, and I think this is a sort of a shift that's happened over particularly the last decade or two, or I mean, as far as I've been alive anyway, that disability is something that's sort of celebrated and appreciated. It's not something that's looked down upon and you're a lesser person or you expect that you deserve to be in a different community sort of thing. In a nutshell, it really helped me understand my purpose in my life and allowed me to drive faster towards that. And it helped shape who I am, helped build my personality, my thinking of the world, and also what kind of contribution I can make to it. I think the disability has definitely shaped who I am, but in this way, yeah? Not in the sense of limiting me or making me feel inferior. It's giving me more confidence, ironically. And so we really have to make the most of what we have. And how we do that is really important. And That's what drives me.